Let us not try to feel something special right now. Let us not try to see something special, something more like very forcefully or something more simply relaxed, but very sincerely involved in this inquiry that am I doing anything right now? And don't keep focus on what is going on inside you. Keep your focus on yourself only. No, we don't need to keep focus on what is going on inside us. We need to keep focus only on ourselves, that am I doing anything with what is happening? Only one thing. So we don't need to look at thoughts, feeling, body, mind and anything and everything. We don't need to ignore it also, by the way. Why we need to ignore it? Let us not ignore anything. Let us be aware that am I doing anything right now? And this is going to bring us to a natural state of being where we will be able to say that I am not doing anything right now. I am choosing not to do anything right now. Only when we are aware of how we do things, we can choose to not do. No? Without being aware of doing, we cannot be aware of a non-doing state also. No? Even if sleep feels, I invite that to ensure that you are not doing anything with it. And you will immediately see a separation from the sleep. Like now the sleep will be reduced to the body only. And you somehow will remain still, shining by the light of your being. Like not bothered, not moved by anything now. Not even by sleep. Again and again try to understand that you don't have to force yourself to not do anything. You just have to learn how we are doing anything with the intention that I don't want to do anything right now. And that intention and awareness of what we are doing is more than enough to for a release to happen, like a let go happens here. And we find ourselves in the not doing state in relation to that which we were doing. It's a beautiful thing to be in the state where we are not doing anything. Because this is where true knowledge happens. In the non-doing state, the true knowledge happens about ourselves and about everything else that we experience. Meaning about ourself, the essential self that we are, and about the body, mind, energies, and everything also. So this is where true knowledge happens naturally, without doing anything. But this without doing anything is not being absent. Being present without doing anything. No. So present but not doing anything. Like so very present that we can ensure that yes, I am totally present, which means that I am not present anywhere else in my thoughts, feelings or anything. I am not present in my subtle unconscious states. I ensure that I am only present here right now. And like this I declare that I am not doing anything right now. And this is going to reveal so much truth. First of all about ourselves, that we feel that I have to do something in order to be myself. This is going to reveal this simple truth that no, I don't need to do anything to be myself. I exist without doing anything. It is going to reveal the very ground of being on which we are standing also, very naturally. Our being, our being, ourself without doing anything. This is that being, This is called Paramanand, Paramanand. This is a supreme bliss. Paramanand, supreme bliss. Supreme bliss, you can say, is the is a is a is a state of completion, like a perfect completion. Like there is no incompletion whatsoever here. It's absolutely complete. Like so complete and self-absorbing. It is absorbed in itself. The being is absorbed in itself and complete by by itself without any effort. The being that we are is not thinking, watching, or making any other effort. And a true knowledge is happening so naturally here about everything. After all the freedom that we will gain here from doings, from unconscious attachments, we will come to the most fundamental region of moving in the being, that is desire. So now we are at this level where we can actually examine what is desire and how it is able to move the being that I am. Or can it move me? Is it really able to move me? Because desire is the most subtle, you can say, thought that happens. In the similar fashion as the outer thoughts happen, and our identification and hypnosis with them causes us to flow with them in the similar way, at the most fundamental, subtle level of being, purer state of being, the desire happens, which is a subtle thought, but our identification and hypnosis with it causes us to go with it without knowing that I have an option to pass. Right now, if a desire is happening in you, you can choose to pass, to say that I pass, I don't go for it right now. And you will discover a deeper, subtler, more stable freedom into your being, more purer taste and knowing of who we are. It is in one sense letting go of everything. It is in one sense attaining everything. Everything that we are. No? We are this one thing, which is not a thing, which is the purity, which is the pure beingness. And it is somehow involved with the thoughts and feelings and body and everything for so long that it has forgotten its own beauty and purity. Right now we are living this purity and the beauty of the being. Not that we will stop living the body and everything, but right now we are not living anything else. Remaining in the body remains in the being remains in the body also. Both true at the same time also. And yet we are not living anything. We are living only ourselves. We are in the mind also. Mind is inside us also. Both true at the same time also. And yet we are not living anything right now. We are just living our purity of being. The key is to not move. This is the key. The moment we move, we get involved. We now taste ourselves plus what we are working with, what we are doing something with. That thing and ourself is tasted now. Not doing anything is the key to taste the purity of our own being, which we are tasting right now. Our energies can be in any state. But if we are not connecting to the desire, to a desire, they cannot cause us to leave or lose our true state of being. The light of our own being fills our own being in a way, which is an actual thing. It's an actual experience reported by those to whom it is happening. It happens like it is happening to us right now. Like a sense of being, no size, no shape, no form, no attribute whatsoever connected to it, and yet somehow filled with the light. A light which we cannot really see, but in some way we know it is here. We are that being which we cannot see in any way possible, and yet we know we are here. All we have done is that through this process of meditation, we have allowed ourselves to come to our true state of being. That's all. Through this simple instruction of checking that am I doing anything right now, we have used our awareness to become free from unconscious doings or unconsciousness as such. We have become free from unconsciousness as such. When you, the being, becomes free from unconsciousness, you, the being, has become free from doings into your non-doing true state of being. Because your doing is not a compulsion. Doing is a compulsion, is the bondage we have to be free from. There is no other bondage for the being that you are. Doing is voluntary. You can choose to do or not do anything. It is not compulsory for you, the being. So this is that core bondage in existence for the being that we are, which we are trying to be free from in a way by highlighting, by being clear, by being aware. That I am free to choose not to do anything. I am free to choose not to do anything. Like this, the sense of false self will not survive here at all. Because sense of false self basically is a sense that I am something, someone who is dependent on doings. That's why I have to keep doing something or the other all the time. The root of the false self is this sense of doing. That's why false self generally is called sense of doer also. I'm very happy to live this walk through or this guiding with all of you. Thank you.